Hi, what's up? We have a new chapter of My Hero Academia. This one features a character we haven't seen too much of lately. Our boy Ida, in full heroic regalia, his gigantic afterburner type accelerators equipped to his legs. I don't think he'll be a focal point of this chapter. I guess it's just a quick little check-in with him on this infinity checkboard. Sure. Wait, never mind. Here he is right here. It is a chapter about Ida. Cool. um, so yeah, right now they've been working at Endeavor's Hero Agency. And I guess during winter break that was like a full-time thing, and now that winter break is over, they're just going to be doing it while attending classes and stuff. This is my understanding. I don't think we're totally done with the Endeavor training arc yet. Anyways, we are at least taking a break from it, which is quite interesting. After the kind of midpoint of Endeavor expressing his longing to atone, but not his optimism for being forgiven. Anyways, our turbulent first year of high school had only 3 months left. An auspicious new year to you all. Today's class will be giving status reports. Share we learned, accomplished, and experienced over winter break. Please shut up and report to ground alpha. Whoosh. This is a cool pose. Directions. Wrap it up, because he uses binding wrappers. That's not a pun, really. That's just a quirk of the translation. It sure does a lot of pointless engine revving. Here I did my work study with is now leading a hero team in Hosu City. It's only a week with them a weekend, but in that time I learned. So you know what I'd like to see here? Is small flashbacks with each of the student deployments. That would be just a delight, wouldn't it? To get to see all these different pro heroes in action. To get to see all these students whom we haven't seen in action in quite a while, since the AB fight, doing some cool stuff. Yeah. How to loosen up. Whoa, okay, never mind. Not a full-on flashback or anything, but Ida freaking out a little bit. Oh, Chocho has Ruka. She has a new costume. Made some small changes. She can constantly make things weightless. So that's kind of cool. She doesn't really matter how heavy her costume actually is. She still has the gigantic boots, which was originally because she drew her costume when she was a kid. And kind of stuck with it and didn't really know how to proportion limbs and stuff. But I guess she's embraced them now. She's a fan of the big boots. Aww. Whoa! Aww. It's the little All Might doll. And of course, Ashido immediately jumping to conclusions that I don't think are inaccurate. I believe the author of My Hero Academia has outright said, eventually Aruka and Deku are getting together. That it's not going to be a mystery. It's not going to be some dramatic will they, won't they thing. The mangaka is just like, all right, just so you don't have to worry about it, yes, they get together eventually. Which, to me, I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. It's like you can enjoy it all the same. You can anticipate it. You can find all of these little clues and stuff, but you don't have the stress of arguing, shipping wars, hoping that your ship is the one to actually pull through. Just kind of puts all of that to rest, so you can focus on, the things the series actually is predominantly about, like heroics, not necessarily love. That's not it. Just keeping it on hand. Oh. And then the boys' locker room. This is like that meme. The girls' locker room, boys' locker room. Two wildly different images or whatever. But yeah, they're catching each other up to speed on what they'd accomplished. Deku, of course, he had pretty major power-up if he can actually call upon the black ropes whenever he wants. In that one crisis situation, he did it. But kind of a theme of this series and an aspect of the lore is that these quirks come out in these times of crises. So it's not a guarantee that he'll be able to kind of use it at his leisure yet. It's strong. Whoa! Bakugo hitting him with some sort of explosion effect shuriken, which is, I guess, part of his equipment. Like, I've always seen that thing there. I thought that was just part of his costume. You can actually just throw it and, like, impale people? All right. He's just walking around with it stuck in his head. Why hasn't someone helped him? I have to get my body used to it since it happens too quickly for my thoughts to keep up. Oh, who is chanting symbol of sweets? I put all my might into this cake. He's just making cotton candy. Sure. So he's taking over this lecture. Eraser had called away on urgent business. Interesting. This is a very, very cute little scene. So far, this chapter has just been delightful. A perfect change of pace, a breath of fresh air after suffocating family drama. Which, again, I'm very impressed that the series is going in that direction, going there so seriously, so thoughtfully. But it's nice that we can return in a flash to the kind of whimsical, charming, fun, yet exciting days of their school. So, go any slower. Shut up and calm down, man. When we fought at Universal Studios Japan, his behavior, I didn't suspect a thing. The traitor? Could this be the traitor? This is a plot line that was hinted at a long, long time ago. I think right in the aftermath of the training camp trip. They went out into the woods and trained. Looks like our happy, exciting days might be at an end. But yes, there's someone leaking information to villains about the whereabouts of heroes and stuff. In Universal Studios Japan, that was the first encounter with the villains. Of course, the traitor could be there as well. There was the theory that it was Kaminari, one of our beloved classmates of Class 1A. There's a lot of evidence for it. It explains a lot of things about his personality. It answers all of the questions we might have about how the villains were getting information. Oh, geez, I don't know. Or is this like a fake out of a fake out? Is this something... Fought at Universal Studios Japan. USJ. It's not actually Universal Studios Japan, sorry. His behavior, I didn't suspect a thing. What is this about? How low these bastards sink. Personally, I'm betting that Tsukauchi and them got it all wrong. What's going on? It looks like we're gonna find out right now. Even though this has all of the framing of, you know, a teaser cut, what are they up to, then you cut back, we'll find out later. It looks like we're plunging right ahead. They're taking a gigantic suspension bridge that leads only to this one facility. That's serious business. Those bridges are expensive. Very, very expensive to make. The facility looks quite high budget as well. Okay, so the two of you know Nomu have bioengineered bodies. They're people who've been tinkered with to withstand multiple quirks. But they're not living people. Everything from their heart to their brains is all jumbled up. In short, Nomu are puppets. Marionettes on string without wills of their own. Okay, so we generally had a sense of this. We knew that it was like amalgamated quirks. We'd seen a few poor souls who had their quirks extracted and put into the Nomu. Which is why the new high-class, high-intelligence Nomu is so interesting. Because it has the capacity for speech, you would think it also has the capacity for reason, some personal agency, things like that. That's aside. This I still don't know what's going on here. Gran Torino's here, of course. I don't know. Oh, that was weird. If we could get him to talk, The big boss would be ours for the taking. Too bad for us, he ain't willing to spill anything crucial. Sure, he'll blab about crap that don't matter, but non-info that could hurt the League. That's when he practically powers down like someone's pulled his plug, zero reaction. Meaning, it took a good long while to realize because he's so sophisticated, but his power is an artificial one from the fusion of multiple quirk factors. Base factor used. So this is Black Mist, whom we haven't seen in quite a while. We knew he was captured. And his absence is quite noted by the League of Villains, given that they have to rely on other people to move them around or very slow and inefficient transport. But yeah, this whole time, I guess they've been interrogating him and stuff. This is something that we weren't really privy to, but I had kind of assumed was happening. So this is kind of neat. Like, this is what I think shonen series can really start excelling in, is you build up a hand of cards. You have all of these plot elements that you've set up, all of these characters that come back. And then just kind of at strategic times, just when you need to motivate something along, it doesn't feel out of the blue, it doesn't feel pulled from your butt, because you had already put that card into your hand. And then you're like, yeah, they're interrogating Black Mist. Let's find out what happens. The base factor used, well, what could this mean? Ooh. Oh. Two were thick as thieves with another boy in your school days at UA. A boy who lost his life far too soon. The base factor in this guy is a real close match to Boro Shirakumo's. Okay, so a twist, to be sure, and a twist that really does have some significance for us, but not a twist that we could have ever expected, or that really means a whole lot to us right now. So what do I mean by that? It has significance, but it doesn't have meaning, because that might sound a little backwards. We don't know who this kid is. We don't know what tragedy befell him. We don't know what sort of relationship he had with Eraserhead, except that they were friendly. We don't know how this impacted Eraserhead's personality or anything like that, right? So to see this boy's face, to see his name, that alone doesn't really resonate. But what this is promising us is that Eraserhead has some past, is that things we know about Eraserhead now might be explained in this coming flashback. We're saying this character is going to be significant to the plot now, to Eraserhead's characters, so on and so forth. So I don't know, this sort of delivery I think is pretty good. Even though at first it might just be like, who? you know what they're promising with a development like this. And yet again, I have no idea where this series is going, because it kind of seems like we're maybe going to focus on this for a little bit. There was nothing in the school setting that was like so compelling, like, oh, we're definitely going to be seeing these status reports. Although I was hoping for that. It's very easily that they could just like leave that be and instead focus on Eraserhead, have an Eraserhead flashback, which would be super cool. Yeah. I thought we were going to have a nice bit of pleasantry and fun for relief, but I think we're going to quickly be in the midst of a very tragic flashback. And I still don't get. Oh. It's not about the traitor. I understand. When he says, when we fought at USJ, his behavior, I didn't suspect a thing. He's saying, I didn't realize that Black Mist could have originally been built up based on my friend. Yeah. That's what it means. It's not about the traitor. Who knows if the traitor will come back as a plot point? It feels like if they were going to, they would have had more hints about it, you know? My thinking at this point is that maybe it was supposed to be Kaminari, and there was actually going to be deliberate hints and stuff about Kaminari. But then at some point they were like, oh, I don't know how well this is going to go over. People actually really like this character as a hero. They're going to be really upset if we say that he was secretly a villain all along. We don't need to do the traitor plot. Let's just get past the traitor plot. I'm almost thinking that might have been what would happen. Which is fine. You know, that sort of dynamicism, sort of adaptation and evolution is something that really makes the medium of manga interesting. So, as cool as a traitor arc might have been, I'm also fine with that one. Okay, that's it for now. Please look forward to the next chapter coming out probably pretty soon. Bye-bye.